Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by a Delta Data Exchange. Yesterday, some interesting thing has happened in US markets. The Broadcom, the company name Broadcom, is also related to semiconductor industry. It has come out with results and the stock has fallen 12%. I think the results were not good. So what has happened? And now people realize that the artificial intelligence related stocks. So they shot up beyond a limit. And remember, the market cap of South Korea or market cap of Taiwan, they were all like uh, less than half of India's market cap just 2 years before. And now, so they all are higher than India's market cap. And South Korea market shot up 300-350% in last 2 years. Taiwan also same. So the main reason is that the global markets, the entire money is moving to artificial intelligence related stocks. So in India, we don't have any artificial intelligence related stocks. And now, after shooting up so much, okay, first time the people feel that it is time to exit, or at least time to stop investing more and more money. So the first time there is a correction in the artificial intelligence related stocks. Dow Jones, which has shot up nearly 900 points and hit a fresh all-time high, but whereas the Nasdaq, where there's a lot of technology stocks are there, so that has fallen very much. And because of that, today morning, Asian markets, South Korean market is down by 4%. Right? But at the same time, Japanese market is not down much. Why? South Korean market, Samsung and HK Hynix. These are the two stocks that has almost more than 40% weightage in the South Korean market. I think Samsung is down by 6% and Hynix is down by about 8%. So there is a first sign of some buying exhaustion in artificial intelligence stocks. Why I am talking so much in detail about this buying exhaustion in artificial intelligence related stocks? One of the reasons why FIIs continue to sell in India, that is to sell the shares here and move the money abroad and buy the semiconductor industries. And now that might, slow down a bit. So which means that, okay, the pressure for Indian stocks might go down a little bit. So that is the logic. And, as usual, in the morning, first few minutes, in panic, the GIFT Nifty was lower. It was lower about 100 point from yesterday's closing in India, and about 150 point from yesterday night GIFT Nifty closing high. Right? But quickly recovered. So now you should not see South Korean market or Taiwan market, and you should see Australian market, because Australian market is also like Indian market. It has been underperforming for the last few weeks. So now you see the Australian market is not down much. Okay, so later GIFT Nifty has recovered. Now it is trading almost flat. And then today everything depends upon the RBI policy. Actually, RBI policy is going to be a non-event. They are neither going to increase nor going to decrease the rates. So they are likely to maintain the status quo. But however, the comments. So RBI governor's comment, is it going to be hawkish comment, or is it going to be, dovish comment? And remember, first time, yesterday night I saw HDFC Bank ADR, ICICI Bank ADR, Infosys ADR, all were higher than, more than 2% higher. But however, today morning I woke up and I saw the Infosys is down Infosys now close to only about 1% higher. But whereas HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank both are higher by more than 2%. I can tell you something. So India has four problems. Problem number one is the high valuation. Now that high valuation is correcting. Look, TCS and Infosys down more than 50%. And then HDFC Bank is down more than 25%. Even Reliance is down by 20%. Right? So if you talk about ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, or if you talk about Hindustan Unilever, Nestle, they all for 5 year, 6 year low. And look at ITC, it's such a good company, such a good dividend yield. The dividend yield alone is more than 5%. And there is hardly any stock in Nifty 50 which offers more than 5% dividend. And that is an FMCG stock that's trading around 16-17 PE ratio. And so usually FMCG stocks trade with a high PE ratio. Now it has come sub 20 PE ratio. So this high valuation has corrected to some extent. How much more it's going to correct, we do not know. So the problem of India is, number one is a high valuation that has got corrected. And number two, the capital, fleeing India to chase the artificial intelligence stocks. That's a second problem. So even without anything, the capital would have gone. Okay. So now that is also looks like it's coming to an end. At least there are some signs. The people will not go mad on these artificial intelligence stocks. So that's number two. And number three, a lot of rules and regulations, like the margin system, and all those kind of things. And I think now SEBI has done something, but not really very good. Okay. The fourth one is the huge taxation. STT, stamp duty, long-term capital gain tax, short-term capital gain tax, a tax on dividend. So in every respect, the tax has been increased. So now at least the government is showing something that, they're willing to do something. So as a first step, there is a news, but still it is not a confirmed news, and no confirmed news has come from any government sources. It's only media is coming out, this. They say that, FIA investing in GSEC, whatever the interest they are getting, so there will be no tax on that interest. So now the government has to do something about this taxation to reduce the cost of doing business in India, in Indian stock market. And then SEBI also should do something to rationalize the margin. A more detailed video is coming tomorrow. So let us see, whether people see this video and they make some changes. And at least, one thing I can tell you, if a trader, a buyer buy an option, he pay only the premium money. Why? Because that is his maximum risk. So maximum risk is the premium paid, so he doesn't pay any margin. But same thing in options, if somebody do risk-defined strategy, and the maximum risk is there, and that maximum risk should be the margin. But the problem in India, they ask more margin than the maximum risk. So let me tell you how the margin system works in India. If you do the risk-defined strategies, okay, you pay the maximum risk as the margin, plus there is something called exposure margin. So for every one lot of sell option, you pay about 32,000 rupees. Okay, so that exposure margin you have to pay irrespective of whether you are doing risk-defined strategy or not. So buyer pay the maximum risk, seller pay maximum risk plus 32,000 rupees. So where is the logic? So if SEBI also do some reformation, Government also do some reformation, and this artificial intelligence craze is also going down. Okay, and then valuation already corrected. So then we can hope going forward markets can move higher. Of course, there are long-term things, not the short-term. And today, some people were saying that official announcement regarding this tax on interest for GSEC investments by FIA may come today after the RBI policy. So I do not know. So number one, I used to tell you, as and when there is an inflation data or monthly jobs data in US, so that particular day, US market tend to move violently. So we will preempt. Our market tend to be more volatile. And second thing, today is a Friday, so end of the week, people will not like to carry positions over the weekend because over the weekend anything can happen. Nirmala ji can announce some tax reduction, and like Iran-US problem can escalate or can de-escalate. So anything can happen. So the probability of Monday market, opening gap up or gap down is there. So because of that, usually people do not like to carry positions over the weekend. So those who are in profit, so they will be closing their positions. But the problem is that the markets were so volatile for the last few trading sessions. So it went down also 300 point, it went up also 300 point. So we do not know majority of the traders are long or short in this market. And then who is going to blink first, right? So today, until 10 o'clock, the market will be sideways. Then after the RBI policy, so how the market is going to see the policy, then plus the last 1 hour. The last 1 hour is going to be more interesting. So it's going to be a very, very interesting trading session. But today is the first day in last 4 days. The Nifty is not showing a 100 point, 200 point gap down. So to that extent, so we must be happy. So let us see what happens today. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.